Origin Unexplained.
Christmas does not soften people, it exposes them. Put a group of emotionally healthy, family-oriented people in a room and the day moves forward without friction. Put a group of dysfunctional people together and the atmosphere shifts immediately. Tension, posturing, silence, and unspoken history hanging in the air. This episode is not about traditions or cheer. It is about the unmistakable difference between being with people who feel safe and being with people whom you have to brace yourself around, and why the holidays make that contrast impossible to ignore. At Christmas, dysfunction usually announces itself fast. The first type is the loudmouth, the one who talks over everyone, hijacks every conversation, and turns the room into their personal stage. It is not connection they are after. It is control, attention, and dominance, and turns the room into their personal stage. The next type is the partier, the one who drinks too much, loosens their filter, and delivers a joke or sharp remark they will not remember the next day. Everyone else does, though. Alcohol becomes their permission slip to say what they normally pretend they do not think. Then there is the great gossip squad, the ones who sit in silence, glare across the room, and peel off into corners to dissect everyone else. Phones in hand, they are often seen texting each other at the table, whisper, and move on to the next house, carrying gossip gathered from every place they have already been. The bonding comes not from warmth, but from shared contempt. Then there is the bubbly one, the overly warm, affectionate presence who seems to love everyone at first. One wrong word, one perceived slight, and the switch flips. That's when they spiral. The entire house feels it. Voices rise, doors slam, and the day turns chaotic, as if disruption itself has become the point. Then there is the poor me person, the one who tallies every dollar, every errand, and every ounce of effort out loud. They present the holiday as a personal sacrifice no one else could possibly understand. Gratitude is replaced with martyrdom, and generosity becomes leverage. Then there is the non-gifter, the one who arrives empty-handed and acts surprised that gifts are being exchanged at all. That confusion never seems to interfere with their comfort in accepting whatever is given to them, though. Then there is the food runner, the one who makes the rounds, eats, collects gifts, and leaves. The visit is purely transactional. Show up, take what is offered, and move on to the next stop. Then we have the neurodivergent, which people try to talk with, but aren't sure how to approach them always, and often they don't get a lot of conversation from others. Then there is a questionable gift giver, the one who goes cheap or regifts something unwanted, then insists it is suitable and expects visible excitement. The gift is less about giving and more about forcing a reaction. Then there are the observers, the ones who do not play the reindeer games at all. They sit back, say little, watch everything unfold, but later they'll tell you exactly what they thought of it all. Then there are the somber ones, the people carrying a quiet grief who wish deceased loved ones were still here and that Christmas still felt the way it did when they were young. Then there is the ass-kisser, the one who insists everything is wonderful and keeps the smile glued on. They agree with everyone, scatter compliments like rice at a wedding, and in the grand scheme of things, they quietly mask the fact that they know things are not nearly as grand as they pretend. Then there is the glutton, the one with an endless pit who circles the food table as if it is the main event, not caring if the next person gets any. Then there is the perpetually offended one, the person who finds something wrong in every moment and feels compelled to announce it. Disagreement becomes their way of drawing attention and provoking engagement, often ending in a dramatic, rage-filled exit. Then there is the average one, the person who tries to make the best of everything and get along with everyone. On the inside, they are quietly managing discomfort, choosing peace over honesty just to keep the day intact. Then there are the obligated ones, the people who do not truly want to be there but show up out of duty rather than desire. Holidays like Christmas do not create dysfunction. They concentrate it. When you are placed in a room where performance, obligation, and unresolved dynamics outweigh sincerity, the healthiest response is not participation but awareness. You are not required to fix, soothe, or absorb the emotional mess of others simply because it is a holiday. Sometimes the most self-respecting choice is to observe, limit exposure, and leave with your peace intact rather than staying long enough to lose it. For those with genuinely healthy family gatherings, Christmas feels fundamentally different. Conversation is easy, humor is not edged with tension, and people are allowed to be themselves without walking on eggshells. The day feels restorative rather than draining, not because it is perfect, but because respect, boundaries, and emotional safety are already in place. This is what many people assume Christmas is supposed to feel like. And the contrast explains why dysfunctional gatherings are so exhausting by comparison. Christmas reveals more than it celebrates. For some, it is warmth and connection. For others, it is a live demonstration of dynamics they have spent years surviving. Wherever you land in that spectrum, your experience is valid and your boundaries matter more than tradition. This is Origin Unexplained, where we talk about the things people feel but rarely say out loud. Happy holidays.